Oh yeah, so the video, we haven't started recording yet, so I can solve this now with the lesson. Oh, I see, monster eyes. Yeah, monster eyes. And there you go. Oh, it's solved. There you go, I solved it. Oh, wait a minute, it's recording. Oh, we started. Oh, let's put that away. We gotta start. 7th graders, hello, how are you? Amazing. Dr. K right here. This is the lab portion. The video is gonna be much shorter. I'm just gonna go over very quickly. We are gonna be using, very quickly, we're gonna be using the book, the thin book, course 2B, but it's the thin book. Look how thin. The thin book, not the big book, the small book. And we're going to be using 2 pages. The first one is page 73. Let me go to the camera and I'll show you what I mean. The page 73 right here. You see, it's everybody see the 73? Thin book, page 73. And we're doing something called a dot plot. And I'm going to do a very quick lesson, and then really have you give, this is the lab, so you're going to do it in groups, and it's not, I don't want to do a long video. The lesson was long. This is going to be very short. Okay, are we ready? Back to me. Everybody get your book out. Back to me. Everybody get the book out, right? Everybody get the book out. The thin book. Go to page 73. This is the lab. I hope everything's going well. I miss you, but I'm gonna see you Thursday. So no math fuel, no, on your best behavior, be on your best behavior. And let's go. Let's get started. Page 73, thin book. Where is it at? Page 73, thin book. Let's switch. So right now, we have what we call a dot plot, It's kind of like a histogram. But in this case, we have access to the original data set. So let's read the question. First, we are asked to use the dot plot below to answer each question. Again, this is page 73 in the thin book. Emma played a science quiz on the computer. There are 16 rounds for the quiz. 16 rounds for the quiz, page 73. The box plot summarizes the points she scored in the game. So, in this case, if I asked you, how many observations do we have in this data set? You should be able to tell me. There should be a straight, and the answer is there. How many? Pause or discuss. If you said 16, you are correct. There are 16 observations. 16 observations. Can I just write OBS, observations? 16 observations. If I asked you, what are each one of those observations? You can tell me. And you might say, Dr. K, what am I a mind reader? How am I going to read the mind? How am I going to know what the observations are? Hint, hint, look at the dots. How many times did Emma score 0? That's easy, Dr. K. Just count the dots. Oh my goodness, you're probably looking at me like, Dr. K, this is so easy. This is so easy. Why don't you stay home every day and just do video lessons? Why, like we behave better, everything is better. Well, that's true. I already told you, math is amazing. Once you listen, once you behave, once you listen, math is easy. How many dots, how many observations, how many times did Emma score 0? You count the dots. There are 3 dots. So there are 3 times where she scored 0 on the quiz. How many times did she score a 1? Again, 3 times. What was her highest score? Her highest score was 10. How many times did she get a score of 10? Only once. Again, all these discussions, I should be able to ask you a million questions based on this, and you should be able to answer. Any questions so far? What was, let's say, what was her second best? What was her second highest score? Her second best or second highest score was an 8. How many times did she score an 8? Only once. Okay, here's another question. What is a score? What is the score where Emma got twice? What is the score where Emma got it twice? Was it 0? Nope. She got it 3 times. 1, she got it 3 times. 2, no, she got it once. Again, where is the score where Emma got it twice? If you had said 5, you are correct. Okay, see how many questions I can ask you based on the dot plot? It's really no different than me giving you a list of 16 observations. Now, if I had to give you these 16 observations, what would they be? If I had to give you these 16 observations, it would be, let's write them in red. 0, 0, 0, repeated 3 times, followed by 1, 1, 1, repeated 3 times, followed by 2. How many times do we put a 2? Only once. Followed by, you continue it. You could pause the video right now and you continue it. And the teacher covering, I want to make sure that all the students have a chance to fill this. When we restart the video, you'll see my answer and you could compare. Again, we were 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 8, 10. Does that make sense? Let's make it bigger here. Let's zoom out. Yes, I have a camera. I have a big studio at home. I can do everything at home. Now, let's kind of circle the observations just so we're not, I don't want people to think it's like, it's not 11, it's 1, 1, 1. It's not 33. It's not 55, right? Does that make sense? How many observations are there? Let's count them. How many observations? Remember, we're supposed to have 16. Count them. Do we have 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, should I count in Arabic? Should I count in Arabic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 16. I just counted in Arabic. Okay, it's all the same thing. All the numbers are in the same. So 16. So now from here, if I told you everything else, quartile, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, interquartile range, this is the same as box plots. From here, you do the same work as box plot. You don't have to draw the box plots because we already have a dot plot. So we don't need to draw a box plot. But basically, finding where is Q1, finding where is Q2, finding where is Q3, that you do the same way. You ask yourself how to split the data. Does that make sense? Do I need to go over this, love? Let me go back to my handsome self. Do I need to explain this, love? What do you think? How do we find the median, which is the second quartile? We split the data into 2 halves with the value in the middle. What's the first quartile? Q1. That's the half. That's the middle point of the first half. What's Q3? The middle of the second half, and so on. So I don't want to go a lot. It's not a full lesson. This is lab. I want to make sure that you do page 73 in the thin book. And if you finish, and I'm sure you will, some of you will, I want you to do page 76 as well. So when you finish, let me show you what page 76 looks like. Page 76. Page 76, you are given 2 box plots and you are asked to do some commentary about them. Like compare, discuss, which one is the maximum, which one's the minimum, and so on and so forth. So again, it's all in the thin book, 2B. And I don't want to take a long lesson for the lab. It's really straightforward in the sense that it is 2B, thin book. We did page 70. First, we put page 73. 73, we went over dot plots. And then when you finish, you go to page 76 and you do box plots. And the lesson was long let me go back to my camera. The lesson was long, but I wanted to go slowly. I want to go over it. I want to make sure everything is inside. You have a piece with box plots. And you know what? Here's the attitude I want you to have, 7th graders. When you see a box plot or a dot plot or a question about inner quartile range on the test, I want you to think, cha-ching, cha-ching, easy money, easy money. I'm a professional, pay me. I got this. Dr. K made me a math genius. I'm not going to miss points. I'm not going to miss the question on the test that deals with box plots because we talked about it. We went over it. We explained it. And you listen. Everything good happens when you listen. And life is great. We are lucky to be alive. I miss you. I'm going to enjoy a beautiful day with my daughter. And I wish you well, math geniuses. I'll see you Thursday. I love you. Bye.